So recently, I've had 3 really powerful mindset shifts that have completely impacted me at a deep level. I literally have goosebumps thinking about them, and it's left me feeling present and more grateful than I've been in a very, very long time. The first one came when I was listening to Sam Harris's podcast app called Waking Up, and he explained that 10 years ago he went skiing, and he doesn't know if he's going to ever go skiing again. But when he was skiing on the slopes for the last time, he had no idea that he wasn't going to be skiing for the next 10 years. And if he had known that, he would have been completely different. He would have been so present, so engaged, so in the moment that he would have loved his experience skiing so much more than he actually did. And at any given point, every single activity that you do, even right now as you're watching this video, there's so many different things that it could be your last time ever doing. This could be the last YouTube video that you ever watch. You may lose your hearing. You may lose your sight at any given moment. The internet may cut out. YouTube could get shut down. I may die. This could be the last video you ever watch from me. There are so many things at any given point with everything that you do that it could be the very last time that you do those things. And thinking about just one of those things, imagine this is the last time that you hear. It makes you focus, it makes you present. If this is the last time you hear, you want to hear fully and you want to engage and be present with life and experience the very last time that you'll ever hear. So for every single one of those things that it could be the last time that you ever do, it fills you with presence and it makes you focus and it makes you pay attention. This could be the last time I ever record a video, which makes me really, really want to focus and give this everything that I have. So for each one thing that you think of, it makes you feel present. And then to think that at any given point, there is literally hundreds of things that it could be the very last thing that you ever do. So if one thought makes you feel present, imagine what it would feel like if you could conceive the hundreds of things that this could be the last thing that you ever do. You would be so insanely present and engaged and experiencing life to the fullest that it would be unimaginable. That's the first thought. Anything you do, it could be the very last time that you do that thing. The second thought, I was out with dinner with my girlfriend, and right next to us there was this plant. And we started, for some weird reason, focusing on this plant. And we were going over every single thing that we could think of this plant, everything magical about this plant. We pulled across the leaf and we were examining it and inspecting it fully. We're not the most scientific people, but we were talking about photosynthesis and how incredible it is that we eat food and plants eat sunlight and water and nutrients from the soil, and how magical that is. And that this leaf that we were looking at follows down into this complex root system that it uses to gain water from the soil, and that's what keeps it alive. And if the sun just disappeared for a week, this plant wouldn't be able to survive. And this plant was magical. There were these beautiful pink flowers with seeds, and we were thinking about the bees that had to come and pollinate this flower in order for this flower to even survive. And it was magical. And just looking at this singular plant filled us with awe and gratitude. And then we started thinking, if this singular plant fills us with awe and gratitude, how many other plants are there out there? How many other animals are there out there that if we focused on them would bring us a similar amount of awe and gratitude? And then how many people are there out there? How many waterfalls and mountains and all of these millions of different things? If we were to focus on each one of these things with all of our gratitude, all of our focus, it would fill us with gratitude. Then to think that there are billions of things out there, imagine for a moment that you could conceive all of the beauty out there on this planet. Once again, that would fill you with awe and gratitude that's almost unimaginable. So in both of these exercises, a pattern has happened. You focus on one thing that could be your last time ever doing that thing, or one singular plant, and you're filled with gratitude. Then imagine what would happen if you were to focus on all of the hundreds of other things that it could be your last time doing, or all the other hundreds of things that could fill you with awe and gratitude. You could be so present and so engaged that it would be crazy. Now I've given you 2 thought exercises. Each one of these thought exercises, I hope, has filled you with some sort of presence or gratitude or awe about life. Now what would happen if you were to imagine all of the hundreds of thought exercises that I haven't explained about the magic and the beauty that there is on this planet? Then how would you feel? And that's the third one. to constantly remind yourself that there is hundreds of ways for you to view the world that can impact the way that you feel. And if you were to experience just for a second the absolute scale of beauty on this planet, it would be a life-changing insight. And those three things, I've had these insights a couple weeks ago now, and they've stuck and they've filled me being more present. Every little thing that you see is filled with beauty, and every single thing that you do could be the very last time that you ever do that thing. And I think realizing that could lead to some pretty cool things for you, at least I hope, in your life. That's it. Hope you enjoyed.